Talk Show is brought to you by Health Plans, your Medicare plans, insurance solutions, and resource agency. We have a variety of plans and products that fit your needs, benefit requirements, and budget, with many low or no-cost premium plans, zero co-pays, and much more. Our licensed benefits advisor's priority is your health and well-being. Call us today and book your no-obligation consultation. 1-929-367-5269.
Folks, welcome back to the NBC Network at the Sales World Team with your host, from the topic. We're going to be sticking business today, and we're going to talk about how you can boost your business and your marketing strategy and all that good stuff with our guest today. And our guest is a special, a person who actually dedicated his business to actually help people grow in businesses all over the world. So Marco Torres, without any further ado, is with us today, representing Marketingboost.com. That's his company. Marco, welcome. Bienvenido.
Thank you for having me, Hurricane. Glad to be here.
Well, listen, as I told you, we booked this a minute ago. I forgot even how long ago it's been, but we're here. That's what matters. We're all about sales and about business and in this particular, segment of the channels. And really the concept of marketing is very, it's humongous. It's gigantic, right? There's a lot of stuff going on there, and everybody struggles, especially small business owners and mid-sized business owners, even large companies. I work for corporations and, with big budgets and everything, and sometimes they struggle getting the right campaigns and doing it, where it really gets the audience and get the action. So depends what you do, digital marketing, regular media, print, all that stuff. It's crazy. But your company is different a little bit because you specialize in a certain way of marketing. So why don't you, first of all, let's introduce Marco to the audiences, your background, your story, and how you got into this particular business.
Good. Okay. Well, thanks for having me again. So yeah, I've been an entrepreneur in one form or another since a very young age. Actually, I started at 9 years old. I started my first business with a paper route. I wanted to buy a Schwinn bike, and my dad taught me work ethics. He's like, I'm not handing you money. If you want to buy a bike like that, then you need to earn the money. And I recommend getting a paper route. So I did. And I had forgotten all about this until just a couple of years ago. I was going through my dad's old files. He's no longer with us. He's, bless his soul. But I'm going through the files, and I found a folder with my name on it, opened it up, and there was a paper clipping of me. I had been featured on the front page of the newspapers, having built the biggest paper route they had ever seen at the time. And so I got featured on the front page. By the time I was 23, I owned 5 restaurants and a nightclub. I've been an early adapter to internet marketing. I got involved in internet marketing in the mid-90s, 1996. So, back in the days of AOL and heck, I was a spammer before they called it spam. I was emailing everybody with an AOL account.
You called me, man. You called me. I know that. I still have an AOL account.
So I've been around the block a little bit, and I've generated in my career probably over $1 billion to date for my clients or for the businesses I work for my own businesses. And so I've got a little experience on how to make, what makes people tick, what makes people take action. And I've been in the travel space since about 2000, since really 1998, 99, I got into the travel business online. And then in 2010, I launched my own travel business. And that's where Marketing Boost came about. We were in the travel space building a very fast growing travel site. And I'll tell you this story, Hurricane, because it explains how we got into the travel incentive business, which is what I do today. I provide, in a nutshell, what we do today is I provide travel incentives to business owners. I provide what I call the wow factor, the wow surprise and delight factor that helps small businesses look like a big business. We make it easy for any size business be able to compete against the big guys, stand out from the crowd, and be able to offer complimentary hotel stays, for example, from one of 125 destinations, And so that you can create some really exciting value add offers by including a travel incentive in works for nearly any niche that we've tried. We help business owners in nearly every niche out there, from direct salespeople, multi-level marketers, home improvement sales, roofing companies, business coaches, insurance agents, realtors, you name it. I've got thousands of business owners that use Marketing Boost around the world. And the way this all came about was, when we started this, we were trying to find ways, Hurricane, we were just trying to find ways to get video reviews. We wanted more video testimonials. And by the way, what I'm going to talk about next, any business owner out there can take advantage of this next tip I'm going to give you, because we all need social proof. Whatever business you're in, you could use more reviews. You need constant flow of new and positive reviews. And so we needed video reviews. And so we came up with an idea saying, well, what could we do to offer people, to get people to go the extra mile, to film a selfie video from the resort that we were selling travel. So to get them from the resort or the pool or the beach or the bar to film a video bragging about the hotel and about our brand. And so we came up with an idea to offer them a bonus trip. So they're already on vacation. And we said, if you would go the extra mile and film a selfie testimonial about the hotel and about our brand, we'll reward you with a bonus 3-night hotel stay in your choice of Orlando or Las Vegas. Well, we didn't think we were going to do that for very long. We just thought we'd do it for a little while to get a bunch of these video reviews in, so we could use them all over our website and our video ad and our Facebook ads and what have you. And it worked right away. We started getting dozens of these video reviews coming in. And but here's the key, that I was saying any business owner can run with. Hurricane, you don't mind if I keep hogging the microphone, do you?
No, it's all good, baby.
Okay, good. So what we did was we came up with a survey, and here's the tip any business can use. We launched a survey when we expected our clients to be at their peak of happiness, which is typically, in our case, it was the day after they checked into the hotel. So all of you should know when you think your client is going to be happy with your product or service. And that's when you want to do a survey. So we would send them an email and text message saying, hey, how's the hotel living up to your expectation? By now you've checked in. Are you happy with the hotel? How would you rate the hotel? And how would you rate our service so far? And if they gave us a 4 or 5 out of 5, then we would immediately send them a message saying, wonderful, we're glad you're enjoying the hotel. We're glad you're having a good time. Would you do us a huge favor and help us spread the word about this hotel and film, if you would go the extra mile, film that selfie video about the hotel, brag about our brand, brag about theirs. We're going to reward you with a free trip in Orlando or Las Vegas. And then again, dozens of these reviews were coming in, and then hundreds. Well, today we have over 30,000 video testimonials on that site from happy travelers from all over the world. And so then we had the problem. A few months later, those folks were raising their hands saying, hey, how do we use that free trip you promised? So now we were having to dig into our pockets to pay for those rooms we were giving away. So we thought, okay, what can we do now to reduce the cost of that? So because we were in the travel space, we went back to our hotel partners and said, look, we think we can help you solve a problem that you have. We know that your hotel, let's be honest, your hotel is never full year round. You're full on certain weekends, peak season, holidays, etc. But 70% of the year, at least 30 to 50% of your rooms are going empty. And they agreed. And we said, we can put some warm bodies in those rooms in those off-peak season times that'll spend money at the bar, the restaurant, the spa, the casino, the gift shop, the excursion desk. They'll book extra nights. They'll stay, they'll upgrade room types. And so we got a few to agree in Orlando or Las Vegas. And now we were able to fulfill those free trips we were giving away and not cost us anything. And then we thought, can you imagine if we had hundreds of hotels worldwide participating like that? We'd have a whole new business. And that's what eventually became Marketingboost.com, where today we've created a win-win-win scenario, Hurricane, where those that join Marketing Boost, they have the ability to give away now unlimited amount of these complimentary hotel stays from 3 nights to up to 7 night stays in places like all over Orlando, Las Vegas, New York, San Diego, Myrtle Beach, Miami, Atlanta. So 30 U.S. destinations, 5-night stays in places like Cancun, Mexico, Cabo San Lucas, Puerto Vallarta,
Wow.
Hawaii, 7-night stays in places like Phuket, Thailand, and more. And that's just one of the categories of the incentives. Real quick, I'll cover the other two. We also offer hotel savings cards. They come in increments of $1, $2, $3, and $500. They'll save people money compared to retail, compared to the Expedias of the world. Good at over 1 million hotels worldwide. And finally, the third one is restaurant savings vouchers. So then what we do is we teach business owners how to use those incentives to help add value to whatever they're doing, whatever your call to action is, instead of discounting your prices. There's a lot to take in there, but
Michael, I mean, that's like, it's not a lot. It's 30 years plus of work, right? A lot of creative work, genius work, I would call it. And, so first of all, I just want to go back because you mentioned something about a paper route, or like, that's like something that some audiences today would not even know what that is about.
That's absolutely true. Nowadays, there's no kids don't have paper routes anymore. That's something for adults.
I was like, what the hell is that, right? So, but that was like, you're right. That was a good way to make extra cash, and especially, if you were out of school, whatever, you do it early, whatever, late, and just drop those papers. It's amazing, right? But, your entrepreneurship started on early, and I believe, again, for our young audiences now, and anybody at any age, I would say, because it's never too late to start a business, right? It's never too late to actually become that entrepreneur. A lot of people are either today, more specifically, a lot of people are trying to change from, let's say, a professional career into like starting a business. A lot of people are into this thing, right? And so, especially after the pandemic, there's a whole the Great Resign, as they refer to it, right? So it's happening. But whether you're young at any given age, the advice your dad, may he rest in peace, gave you is like, you need to earn, and here's a way to do it. And you took that, and that stayed with you, and voila, you're here. You're doing this 30 years later and helping thousands of businesses, if not, more than that. So I want to just highlight that piece. The other part is, I mean, first of all, it's a joke about AOL. I mean, I still have AOL. People laugh at me like, "Oh, you still have an AOL account?" I actually do. I mean, I have all the others, but I still hold on. It's like, it's got 20,000 emails that I've never opened. Still.
Very loyal guy. If you still have AOL account, that's awesome.
Back in the day, we paid for that thing.
Yeah.
So but it is one of the first ones, and it's oldie but goodie, right? Whatever they call that, the expression. But so then you're talking about the incentives, like the trips and all the stuff. I actually have been, I've gotten so many of those calls, and if you do this, we can get. I mean, there's different things. Timeshare does it, and a lot that's big in timeshare world, and a lot of other businesses, they do that. Hey, listen, would you like to gain 2 days, 3 days stay, whatever? So it is attractive, and a lot of people would actually buy that. I mean, they'll get into it. They'll go check out the place. They'll do something to actually go there and potentially get that. Even Disney, you mentioned, Orlando. Disney has a lot of those games, or tricks, out of their sleeves, or some businesses that actually give you discounts when you go there, and you can go to Disney for a lower rate, if you want to call it.
Now, you're talking about that. One thing I forgot to mention, with our promotions, none of them require you to take any kind of timeshare presentation. Or any
I love that.
Presentations at all. So that is another benefit with our program. Is we decided when we got into this business, we were going to turn the travel incentive business upside down. We're not the first to do it. Others have been doing it for decades, but we created a win-win-win where, the client, they're going to save money on travel for pennies on the dollar. I mean, they don't include airfare, they don't include food and beverage, and they don't include the government taxes. So somebody's got to cover that, whether it be the business owner or the client. Most of our members allow the client who receives the incentive to pay what we call an activation fee, which covers the government taxes. But there's no timeshare, no hoops to jump through, no phone calls to make. No, it's an online platform. So after you activate the certificate, you log in, you pick the dates you want. And of course, because we're helping them fill those rooms that are off, that would otherwise be unsold, then we average about 32 weeks a year out of 52 availability. So you're not going to be able to travel on Christmas week, New Year's Eve, 4th of July, Easter and stuff like that.
Well, no, well, thank you for clarifying. First of all, that I appreciate what you did there, because you're right. There's that perception of these tricks of the trade where you come in, but there's a catch, there's a hook. You want to stay for
Right.
an hour, 2 hours presentation. I mean, I felt for that one a couple of times back in my day.
Yeah. However, the concept, you have it right on. In other words, you can use our incentives to make people do something such as stay on, get on my webinar until the end. And at the end of the webinar, if you stay till the very end, I'm going to give away 3 trips to Cancun at the end of the webinar. So make sure you're at the end. You might be the lucky winner. And you can use our incentives, for example, in a way that makes people, listen to your sales preview, or maybe you're using it for your appointments for your sales staff. Book an appointment, book a Zoom call with my staff, no obligation Zoom call, but just for attending the Zoom call and showing up on time, we're going to reward you with the $200 hotel savings card. So just like you got involved many years ago, like you said, in taking those timeshares, which we don't do, but you can use the incentives similarly to get people to attend a sales preview, or to purchase your product, buy product A to go with product B. In a moment, I'd like to share with you some of the biggest examples of incentives from other companies that are out there using it that are,
Sure. Oh, sure. Just on that note, it's funny because I started in travel personally. Then I got into real estate and timeshare. and you mentioned something about insurance, and I've been in the insurance world as well. So these are all the worlds I've been in the last 30 years, on and off, and some of them are really in parallel. And so I get it. And you know what? The other part that's big to hear today is that I don't care where you are in the world. If you have any kind of business, or you're a consumer somewhere, there's going to be a transaction in sales, and there's got to be some incentive. And some of this stuff that's available now, it's powerful because it creates that demand and creates that action where people actually can give something that's tangible, valuable. And, yes, of course, there's no such thing as a free ride, right? I mean, let's be clear. It's all business, but there are people that are real lucky winners, and you did it. I mean, these people that have testimonials, they were there and they were given this opportunity and they did it. And, in exchange, you were able to also fulfill those slots with the genius concept, because you're right. Hotels know this. I mean, cruise ships have to say, they're not always full. There are rooms, so they give a lot of different deals to get people in just for the basics. Hotels are usually, to your point, other than the peak times and the red times, the rest of the year, it's kind of on and off. So you want to have some traffic. And you're right. People consume at that bar, the restaurant, the excursions, all this stuff. And so it's creating almost an economy, but on its own.
Yeah.
So that's very powerful, and just the fact that you've been in it and doing it, looking at different options and getting involved with the stuff. I mean, I love the way you said I was a spammer before spam was created. You were the one that's bugging people, eh?
Before they even called it spam, I was spammer. They didn't know what it was. It was like what
telemarketers.
Yeah. I mean, in the early days, people loved their email. Your computer would beam. Remember, you've got mail.
Oh, you remember that, huh? You've got mail. I think that thing still does it.
Yeah, you've got mail. The people loved their email back then, not anymore.
Well, I mean, right now you don't even need emails now. You have texts and snaps and this and that. I mean, it's just another world. But email is still consistent. So Marketing Boost was created, and now it's all over, you said, all over the world. I mean, first of all, I love the concept that you've expanded your horizon in terms of destinations where you can give these incentives. And the array of companies using this concept is even much larger. So you were about just to share with us some of the companies that are taking advantage of this.
Yeah, I wanted to give an example that they're not using Marketing Boost, but I wanted to give you an example of because a lot of business owners, they are new entrepreneurs are like, they can't wrap their head around how or what I mean by an incentive, or how they would use an incentive to do anything with their business. So let me give you an example we're all going to relate to, and that's Jeff Bezos with Amazon. What did Jeff Bezos do that was brilliant, genius, that essentially got all of us to become loyal Amazon shoppers? He created Amazon Prime. Back before we were all even watching video, many of us weren't even video streamers, but when he launched Amazon Prime, but what we wanted was the incentive, free shipping. If you bought the Amazon Prime program, about $199 a year, you got free shipping. So now, once we did that, we wanted the incentive, free shipping. We then we would always look on Amazon. We might be shopping at Macy's and then go, wait a minute, let me see if Amazon has the same thing, because I get free shipping with Amazon. He changed the industry of shipping and online purchase, where everybody had to start trying to compete with Amazon and figure out how to do free shipping. So we all became loyal shoppers thanks to Amazon Prime. McDonald's is another example. They created the Happy Meal. They have the Happy Meal for children, where we take our eye off of the price and we look at the prize for our kids, and we're buying a little box with a burger and the soda and the snack. And guess what? The toy turns it into the Happy Meal, and the kids are screaming, I want to, parents are choosing McDonald's over Burger King or Wendy's or whatever, because they've got the Happy Meal. And McDonald's knows that drives about $3 billion a year extra revenue, since they launched that decades ago, and they're still doing the Happy Meal every day. So it's an incentive that they're using to draw in families with children because of the Happy Meal. So what we do with Marketing Boost, we look at it as the adult Happy Meal. As a business owner, what is your adult Happy Meal? What is your draw card? What is your customer draw card? And ours, we've found to be one of the best in the industry. Your available, customer draw card for pennies on the dollar, only $37 a month, by the way, to be a member of Marketing Boost. So it's so affordable that any business owner can afford to give us a try and test. We recommend A/B testing, coming up with a way, even if you only use our incentives occasionally. Let's say you have a Facebook group. I've got, thousands of business owners that are using this to grow their social media profiles, grow their Facebook groups. They run contests in their Facebook groups and give away these complimentary hotel stays occasionally, or use them to grow the group virally. Share our group with a minimum of 10 people and be entered to win, 5 nights in Cancun, and then everybody's sharing the group with others. And there's just so many different ways. We ourselves have a Facebook group with over 28,000 entrepreneurs. And in that group is where we're always educating the members on, how to do this and how to do that, how to use these incentives to create that value, to create urgency and scarcity, to make people take action with whatever you want people to do.
Wow, the call to action. Get it done. Well, it's amazing, because what you referred to, especially about the example of Prime, I actually had that personally happening to us, because we have a company that we do like cosmetic stuff. My wife runs it, and we had the website, Shopify, and all this stuff, right? But guess what? People do not buy from the store. They say, well, the first thing we've been asked is like, do you have Prime? Are you on Amazon? So we were forced to really get into Amazon, and that's where we get the bulk of business right now. It's all through Amazon, because of people are their cards in the system. It's ready. They don't have to worry about shipping. They order it now. It gets there. I mean, I've started the channel on the radio just before the pandemic, and during the pandemic, we've acquired almost every single piece of equipment through Amazon. So right. because of the Prime, it was very convenient. You're right. So these are like powerful tools and creative, things that were created in the business world that today you almost cannot live without. You just, it's impossible to actually get rid of these things now. Yeah, and they make it also the return easy. They're just a different world. The concept of Happy Meal, you're right. I mean, I remember my kids. I don't care. They just want a Happy Meal, and they just these collectibles, and there's a movie, Star Wars. Now you have a whole series of these things that you have to collect. So guess what? You're making trips every day to the place and collecting these things. And you're happy to, spending the money because your kids are happy, right?
Your kids are happy. Mom and dad can chat for a little while because the kids are busy playing with the toy.
Yeah, I mean, I have to say, these guys that think about these things, right? That work for these corporations that come up with these ideas. I mean, they should be highlighted, man. Somebody's got to talk about this is the one. And if they're listening right now and like, I was the one that did that. That was my idea. Imagine that somebody listening right now, like, I presented that to McDonald's. I presented that to Jeff. I'm just giving an example. But so you gave great examples. But now to your point, for a business. Right. By the way, I could not hear the amount for the membership. Was that 137 or was it 37 a month?
37.
Just 37.
$37 a month. 37 US dollars.
Damn.
It's all it costs you to have the ability to give away as many of these as you want. Now, we recommend that you not give them away like candy, even though you can, but that you use them with scarcity and urgency so that you keep the perceived value there with your call to action. So, you don't want to give away a 5-night trip to Cancun just to join your email newsletter. It just sounds too good to be true. You're better off saying, purchase my annual plan for $695 or $4,095 or whatever it is, and we're throwing in a 5-night trip to Cancun on us. Doesn't include airfare, doesn't include food and beverage or the government taxes. But, if you'll take action with me today, we've got a few of these left. I can give you a 5-night trip to Cancun on us. So you create that scarcity and urgency. If you take action today, boom, and help people get off the fence and make the decision to buy whatever your product or service is by adding this sweetener, the sweet package of the one of the Marketing Boost incentives to get them over the fence.
Well, it's amazing because first of all, the price is right. I mean, let's be clear about that. So I don't know do you get a certain amount per month or per year? How does that work? If let's say I became a member today as a business owner, what would be the benefits that I get, for that membership?
You have the ability to, with $37 a month, you can give away as many of them as you want immediately every month. There's no limit to how many of the complimentary hotel stays you can give away to your clients. Your clients can use one a year. So it comes to the complimentary hotel stays. The hotels we work with, they don't want to be a part of a free trip travel club. So sure. As a member, you get to test one of them and use it yourself with your family. You can give them to your clients no more than one a year, but the following year they have to pick a different destination, so you can't send them back to Orlando every year to the same hotel, for example. And what else is the restrictions there? They need to be traveling more than 100 miles from where their residence is to the destination. So there's a few rules like that. They're not interested in locals. The hotel's participating. They want people traveling at least 100 miles so that they'll hopefully spend money at the bar, the restaurant, to upgrade room types, book extra nights. So they're not looking for locals. And those are the main restrictions there. The hotel savings cards, you can use them yourself as often as you want and as a member, and you can give those to your clients as many as you want, as well as the restaurant savings vouchers. So the only ones that have limitations are the complimentary hotel stays. So the membership there in itself is amazing. If you become an annual member, you actually get paid commissions for every one of those certificates you give away, up to $15 each. So as they activate the certificate and pay the activation fee, if you're an annual member, which is $347 for the year, then you actually get paid commissions. And I've written checks for tens of thousands of dollars to Marketing Boost members that just for their activation fees alone. So if you're a high volume marketer, that investment of $347 is nothing compared to what you can get back. You can get paid just for giving away these incentives with your transactions, for example.
Wow, that's powerful stuff.
Yeah.
People need to know about this. I mean, especially, now this is only for businesses, right? Not for individuals. You have to be a business of
sort.
To
be a business owner, yes.
Okay, and you got, obviously there's documentation that they have to present as a membership, so it's like a club, right?
Yeah, similar to a club. Yeah, you're joining as a business owner, and then you have access to be able to give these for yourself or for your clients or for your employees. So you might use them as a competition for your sales staff. It says, I'm running a contest this month. The winner with the most sales gets a trip to Cancun or whatever.
Oh man, we gotta be friends, dude.
You know, you can do that you can do that. Let's say you're a multi-level marketer. You can run, when you sign people up, you want to get them moving right away, to sign people up under them. So, you could run a quick start, fast start contests, get 3 people signed up in your first 30 days and you get 3 nights in Las Vegas, or something along those lines to get people moving quickly with the network marketing world. So, I mean, we've got literally a million different ways that you can use these incentives with whatever it is your business is about. Well, and whatever industry it is. Yeah.
I'm definitely going to be we're going to have a side discussion about this because I actually do have sales teams and, we always run contests rather, and we buy gift certificates and stuff. We've done some trips and maybe bought TVs, how the sales things, but really this is something that could be even much more exciting because people get different destinations. Plus you can throw in different contests, at different times, and you can put it like annual, quarterly, right, whatever. So you can make a lot.
And exactly. And we're so affordable that even if you're only using these, these occasionally. So I run the trip contest, we do that every 90 days or whatever. It's still a bargain. And so there's ways to use it for employees, ways to use it for, you know what? I've even had members, and we've actually used this ourselves to control my online reputation. Here's what I mean. Somebody writes a negative review. Bam, now what? Well, you're going to contact that client. Your team dropped the ball, you made a mistake, shipped the wrong product. You took way too long to deliver it. They wrote a negative review. Now you could contact them from customer service and go, listen, we'd like to have a reset button. We really want to apologize for this, for that. We want to make it right. We're going to ship you the right product. We're going to start over. We're going to do whatever. And on top of everything else, just for your aggravation, we want to give you a 3-night trip to Las Vegas on us. Or if you prefer San Diego, we can give you 3 nights in San Diego, something like that. We would love to ask you, if we fix the problem and we ship you the right problem and I send you 3 nights in Las Vegas, would you consider taking that review down?
I would say
removing
yes.
That negative review, and you'll find everybody will. So, they're going to accept that, you do have to fix the problem and you want to learn about it, but you're going to be able to solve the problem and turn somebody who's upset at you into an evangelist for your brand. And now they're going to, give you another shot and buy from you again, and so on and so forth.
Well, that's powerful because a lot of people, listen, if you're in business, there's going to be mistakes. Things are going to happen. You can keep the best shop, in the world and still can. I used to work at Disney when I started, and they're the best of the best. At least that's how I saw them when I, started with them back in, college days. And I can tell you, some of the stuff has changed over the years. If you're in Florida, you would know that this is not the same Disney that was 30 years ago, but they're still trying and they're doing the work and they're really, making sure that stuff. But to your point, the ability to resolve an issue, to do that customer service experience and change things around, providing, of course, you changed whatever caused the problem. People are willing to do that because they're not really, the purpose is not really, I'm going to give you a bad review because I hate your guts. I'm just doing it because I want you to be aware of this problem. And hopefully other people don't feel the same or get the same, ordeal that I had to deal with. So by doing this and rectifying one way and also changing their heart a little bit and, compensating them somehow, why not? I think there's nothing wrong with that. And you are being really a good asset for business because I don't care what business you're in, there's a good chance this is going to happen. All you have to have is a disgruntled employee. It could be just a simple mistake. Actually, sometimes, employees do those reviews on purpose and they just go in and put the wrong stuff.
Or competitors or whatever. Well, that you can't control.
Of course.
But by the way, it's like I mentioned at the beginning of the conversation, when we started that survey, remember I told you about how we wanted video reviews? Well, that message I still think is one of the most powerful things we teach our members to do. And that survey, if you're selling a product or service, do a survey when you think they should be happiest. And if they're happy, those are the ones you're going to ask to write a review or send you a video review. And you're going to make it easy for them. You're going to send them the links where to go. we actually rotate. I'll send some people, please post a review on Google Reviews. This next batch gets Trustpilot. This next batch gets, please post on SiteJabber. This next batch, we're asking them for a video review. And that way we're getting constantly reviews coming in to different third-party review sites that normally you would have to pay for. I'm doing this for free, and I'm publishing all these positive reviews because they already told me they liked my service and they had a great time. So those are the ones that I'm asking, please post a review on SiteJabber, on Trustpilot, on Google My View, on Facebook. And if they're not happy, if they replied back with a 1, 2, or 3, I need to know that too. And then we can jump on that. We can work with them. They're venting, they get a chance to vent with us, and they're not going online to post a negative review. So we're solving the problem for the client before they go write a negative review somewhere. So it's a very strong and simple process of how to be constantly producing, generating new positive reviews on third-party sites, which means if you're getting them on Trustpilot, on multiple third-party review sites, when people search for your brand, all of these third-party reviews are going to pop up, giving you the credibility, the social proof you need, and bam, you're generating sales. So it perpetuates itself as you start generating more positive reviews. But if you're not soliciting those reviews, if you're not asking for those reviews on a constant basis, then you're only going to get the ones that are negative or pissed off, because none of us ever bother to write a review unless we're not happy. We don't go out of our way to tell the world we're happy about this product we bought. We expected to be happy. So when we're not happy is the only time we're really motivated to go write negative reviews, and in some cases on multiple pages. So you need to be soliciting positive reviews, and one of the ways to make sure to incentivize them to do extra, you might say, if you'll post on all 3 of these websites for us, I'm going to reward you with a $200 or $300 hotel savings card, or I'm going to give you a complimentary hotel stay in Cancun, or I'm going to do, whatever, for example.
Well, Michael, it's funny because you talked about Amazon Prime earlier, but Amazon does have the similar tactics, and different campaigns and programs for business that are on Amazon to actually do these reviews. And you sign up for these things and you give free products, and people actually get to test them and give the reviews on those products, and they incentivize to do it because they don't pay for those products. They just get them for free, basically. So it's amazing how this is a very, very effective way of promoting your business. And again, we live in the world of reviews. Bottom line, people don't even talk to you or look at your product, and they just look 5 stars, 4 stars, anything less doesn't work. They don't even read the stuff. Now, if they see 3.5, maybe they read a little bit what's going on, and then that deters them for even considering you as a company, and they move to the next one. It is amazing how this review business has become really the driver, for your success. And it's tough, to your point. It's not easy to get reviews because, as you said, people don't just sit there like, I'm happy to give you reviews. Listen, I'm going to give you an example on this show, right? I've done hundreds of shows and I have 15 reviews right now. They're good. Thank God. They're all 5 stars. But it is hard. People don't have the time to do it. You and I were talking about Podmatch. The good news about Podmatch, for example, is that you actually can go and put the review as you finish the actual show. So you enter it and it gives you almost like instant prompt. Once you're done, are you done with this? Yes. Okay. You need to enter it. So you don't have room. You have no choice to finish your profile. You got to do it. So that's actually creative. And I Alex, for Podmatch, hey, thumbs up for that one. But, this is really, some powerful stuff that people need to be aware of. And a lot of business owners are just starting. Or younger folks that are just trying to get into it. Maybe younger folks actually more comfortable with the reviews in the business because they do that now as a matter of just, thumbs working on their phones. But really, it's small business, medium size, large business, doesn't matter, corporations. It is powerful for everybody. So I really love the concept of the membership, and when you said the annual membership, it's even easier because it's really I think you save money there too.
yeah, you save 20%.
Yeah, you save money there too, and then not only that, you get, to your point, you get a few of these out there. And you get those incentive commissions, as you said, and voila, you paid off. You paid your membership.
It pays for itself, and maybe a lot more.
Well, folks, if you're listening and watching, guess what? Get into Marketing Boost, and let's see if, obviously, business owners, or if you have, the intent to start a business, as you get into it, this is something available. And with the show, you'll have also the description, the link to the site, so you'll be able to connect with the marketingboost.com site. Now, we talked about the membership. We talked about, now this is a month-to-month, membership. If you did the month-to-month, I know it is an annual, which basically locks people. But most people ask when there's membership, what if I wanted to term this membership? How easy is it?
Yeah, it's month to month, no long-term contract. You cancel anytime. And but again, the biggest value, we have a bunch of bonuses that we throw in with the annual membership, which saves you, not only does it save you several $100s by going annual, but you'll also get paid the commissions. We give you the 13th month free. We throw in our own incentives. We give you the 13th. There's a bunch of stuff that's available. 13th month free, a 4-week boot camp training course.
Oh, wow.
And a number of goodies there too.
I think I told you we're going to talk about, after this, we're going to talk shop business beyond this, because I think there is an opportunity for us as a corporation to maybe take advantage of the membership for our, staff and we do a lot of, team build up, building and all this stuff. And sometimes, incentives and we're sales. So there's always incentives, as, the commission is the motivation, as we say, but really the incentives just kind of sweeten the pot. So it's important to do that. Wow. So now any business, is that only limited to the US or any business worldwide? Because I do have audiences.
We actually have clients we have clients in Australia and Singapore and the Philippines and throughout Europe. So because we have destinations around the world, available to give away, we also have business owners that are involved with the membership around the world, because they'll have destinations that are relatively close by and popular in their area. So, for example, in Australia, we've got about a dozen destinations in Australia, and we have like Phuket, Thailand. We have Bali, which is very popular from people from Australia. I mean, those are dream destinations for Americans, but that's a 24-hour flight to get to Phuket, Thailand. So very few of us are heading over to Thailand very often. We have destinations throughout Asia, Singapore, and the Philippines I mentioned. We've got in India and Goa, so we've got business owners in India. So yeah, we are global. However, it's currently still one of my goals for next year is we're still only generating the revenue in US dollars, and we only support customer service in English so far. So one of the challenges, we have global clients, but everything based in English, all of the documents, the email, the text messages, all of our incentives are delivered to the customer, either printed, you can print the certificates to give to your client, or they're going to go out via email and text message digitally. And all of that currently is is in English. But anyway, that's what we're working on next, is to be able to, it's easy to translate the websites and all the documents to multiple languages. The challenge is to provide customer support in multiple languages. So that we haven't put together just yet.
Well, we can talk about that. I have some ideas that I can share with you of the area. Okay. Yeah. But one thing I was going to ask now, clients, it's all about the clients, and your members are your clients. Sometimes if they do, but one of the things that people always want is assurances, right? Like guarantees. If I bought the membership and I throw in an incentive, how sure that, when I give this incentive certificate and they go to this hotel, that it's going to be redeemable and they're not going to experience things? Because that's the first thing people would ask, like, well, I'm going to do this, but what guarantees that if my their clients are going to this place and they won, but now they go there, it's not the wrong date, is this and the other. Are there anything that, in place, any things that are in place to kind of almost educate, the clients of your clients?
Well, we definitely, everything that goes out to your client is as clear as daylight. We do have thousands of reviews, on multiple websites from those clients. So we have, proof in the pudding from doing this since 2017. So we've been at it for a few years. But and we have 24-hour-a-day customer support for the client. So if they're if they're having a problem checking in, et cetera, we're available 7 days a week, 24 hours a day to support that client on the if that's traveling. And so our experience, I mean, overall, we very, very ever have. I mean, there's like any booking agency, there can be. I'm not going to say we've never had a problem, because with thousands of travelers and we're a booking agents booking. There's been, I could say we've had I know of times that I've gotten woke, where 3 a.m, somebody in Australia trying to check in, and the hotel claims they don't have the reservation, and our staff is jumping all over it and getting them in. But for the most part, everything is very smooth, and not only for the most part, it's like 99.99%. But
and that's good enough. I mean, obviously 100% would be good enough, but there's no one that can ever give you that guarantee 100%. I mean, to your point, there's so many moving parts and so many people in the process.
I've booked trips with Expedia and show up and the hotel doesn't have my reservation, and I've had
I had issues with Expedia myself, and I don't have a problem with them, but I had the destination I went to was Myrtle Beach, and I had this big thing with this particular hotel, and I wound up not staying there. It was just a nightmare. But you're right. I mean, it could be airlines, it could be it could be hotels, it could be parks, it could be anything, car rental company.
But I can tell you this: they become, when they activate that certificate, they become our client, and the responsibility is 100% on us. So you, as the business owner, are not in the loop as far as responsibility or liability to the client for their travel.
Well, that's further assurance, because I mean, sometimes they don't want to deal with the headache and deal with them. I mean, obviously you want to give you a certificate, that's great, but they don't want to be the intermediary party.
We don't want our members to end up, to act like a travel agency. We don't want to be in the middle of it. Yeah. We don't want you to have that headache, or want you to even try. You want to guide them to our customer service team and stay out of it.
Well, listen, I love it. I mean, it's a sweet, deal. There's no, I mean, you can't get better than this, especially if you want to promote something. I still want to get the idea of, like, would you say you can use as many of them as possible in a month, but providing you do it the right way. Again, I still can't, fathom, like, is there a quantity that, as a member I get, or
no, there's no limit to the quantity, because we do make money on the back end as well when we help those people travel. So when they're booking dates, we are helping them, book additional nights. We're helping them book upgrade room types if they want to.
Transportation
and so forth. So we make money on the back end as well. So we benefit from you giving more out. So that's why we don't limit. That's why we're not limiting you to, it includes 20. And that's how we turn the business upside down. Our competitors typically sell those certificates in bundles. You have to buy 20 certificates that, $99 each. And their business model is it's different. It's expensive to, buy these types of travel certificates elsewhere. So we have totally revolutionized the industry and made it in a way where our business owners, our members benefit, our clients, your clients who travel benefit because they're traveling for pennies on the dollar, and we benefit because and the resort benefits because we're filling those rooms that would have otherwise gone empty.
Michael, it is genius. Again, I mean, the concept, you're right. I mean, if the more of those clients, you don't have to do the work. Your members are doing the work, sending you business. So you're filling up all the other stuff. So it's a win-win for all. I mean, you can't go wrong with that. Right. I have to say, man, like doing this job and interviewing, guests. I mean, I get the best of the best, and I learn a lot. So I appreciate the time. I appreciate actually just learning. I mean, I've picked up quite a bit right now, and I can see my eyes and my brains are working right now, like trying to figure out how I can benefit myself through this, whether in the personal level or a business. So definitely we'll be talking now. Now, when someone wants to join, is basically online. You just go in, market.
Yeah, I'm going to give you the website I'd like to promote these days right now is Marketingboostsolutions.com. Marketingboostsolutions.com, and that site will take you to a variety of products that we now offer in addition to just the travel incentives. So we now also offer automation. We offer, Facebook bot software. So there's a number of other tools available to help you grow your business on marketingboost.solutions.com.
Well, we got a few minutes. Do you want to expand on some of those other solutions? Just
Sure, why not?
to share some of them. Why not?
Yeah, absolutely. The next step up in Marketing Boost products is we call Marketing Boost Solutions. You join Marketing Boost. Okay, now you've got the incentives. Now what? So we have a product we call automationbooster.com. And Automation Booster, what we're going to do there is it's a funnel builder, a website builder. It's an automation CRM platform with the Marketing Boost incentives built in and automated, so that you can build a sales funnel with whatever your call to action is, and then automate the sending of the incentives as people take action. If they buy your product, it can automatically be sending them the Marketing Boost incentive as promised. So that can all happen with automation, or whether you're using appointment setting or your email, text message, voicemail, broadcasting communications. That platform does it all, and it's only $97 a month. So we're also like one of the most affordable platforms, and that does everything in one place. And then we have another product called the Social Lead Connector and My Messenger CRM, and these are Facebook extension softwares that help you go out and generate unlimited amount of leads from Facebook without advertising. So it'll help you with that software. You can I call it like guerrilla marketing, because you can join different Facebook groups, plug in that social lead connector, and it's going to go out and set up in automation. It's going to go out and find different people from different Facebook groups, or even from different Facebook posts or competitors' ads. And you can target the people that liked that ad, that commented, that shared it, and you can start a conversation with them on autopilot and generate prospects or leads for your business. So that's a software that's, and then we have one called the Birthday Connector. I like this software. It's really cool. The Birthday Connector is a Facebook automation extension software, and what it does is it'll make sure you never forget anybody's birthday again within your Facebook context. Every morning, or whatever time you set it for, it's going to automatically send people a message. I use it like this: I send them a message 2 days before their birthday, and I say, "Hey, I see you got a birthday coming up soon. I hope you got something great planned." And I'm letting them know happy birthday before everybody else does by sending them a message 2 or 3 days early. Then on the day of their birthday, it's going to send them a post. It's going to post on their page a customized picture with their name in it. Hey, Joe, happy birthday from Marco Torres and marketingboost.com. So I'm branding myself and my team. I'm saying, from the team at marketingboost.com, we want to wish you a happy birthday, Joe. And so I'm branding myself, and I'm, starting up a conversation with my contacts at least once a year on their birthday. So then 2 days after their birthday, they'll get the final message and go, "Hey, I hope you had a wonderful birthday, yada, yada. And by the way, if you own a business and you haven't joined my Facebook group, you might want to click over to marketingboostfacebookgroup.com, whatever." So I send them the link to join my Facebook group, where I have an opportunity to nurture and work. If they have a business, we're going to eventually talk them into joining Marketing Boost. So that's how I use the Birthday Connector software. So whether if you're a real estate agent, if you're a solar panel salesman, you want to build, you go ahead. It'll help you. The Social Lead Connector will help you grow your contact list, and then the Birthday Connector is going to give you a reason to chat with them on their birthday at least, and brand yourself. Whether you're a realtor, for example, you might be, "Hey, don't forget, if you're buying, selling, investing, or renting, whatever in real estate, I'm the expert in Orlando or in Sarasota, and wherever you live, I'm your local expert. Don't forget me, yada, yada." And, so it's just a cool software. It's, all that's really affordable. So stuff to look into.
Are those a package, or the separate, elements that you can purchase separately?
They actually all come together with if you do get Automation Booster, which is $97 a month, you get the whole bundle of all of it.
Nice.
Or you can get just these Facebook softwares, the three of them, the birthday connector, the social lead connector, and my messenger, and that's $47 a month.
Is there an annual for those, or just similar to
Currently, there's not an annual option, so they're just
month to month?
Yeah.
And again, cancellation, people can use them.
Yeah, everything can be canceled anytime.
Now, with Facebook, it's very touchy, as you know. It's very difficult. I'm assuming the integration is very easy and there's no problems. People do not get shut down on accounts, because people are always like, "Oh my God, my Facebook! I can't even speak to anyone. I have to speak to a robot." Every time.
Yeah, well, don't talk about politics in the messaging.
Well, yeah, stay out of politics, stay out of COVID, stay out of religion.
Yeah, don't get into the conversation of don't get vaccines and don't vote, and vote. Make sure you vote for Trump. If you stay away from that, you're probably okay. But anyway.
Floridian, I caught that one. That's good.
Yeah, right. Don't talk about DeSantis, and unless it's negative. If you're bashing Trump or DeSantis, you're okay. Nobody's going to say, "Hey."
Hey, listen, you learn quickly over the last 2 years not to mess around with all this. Stay out and keep your account healthy. That's all.
Exactly. No, but our system will teach you. There's video training on all of it, and the way the messaging goes out and works. You set up a variety of segments so that each message that goes out is slightly different. And you also set it up for timing so that it goes out maybe 5 minutes apart. And that way it doesn't look like, you're not spamming people, like with too many messages. And so, if you do it as we teach you in the video setup and all the videos that we have to set up all of those different services, then, you won't get in trouble.
And so, but this is only for business pages or even individual pages? Because
no, they actually work on your personal profile. They don't work on the business page.
No, that's perfect, because business manager is more complex than you can imagine, and you probably know this already. Yeah. But it's very the way it's connected, and when you have apps that sometimes they don't work, and that creates a flag, and you can literally shut down your pages easily if that's the case. Yeah. So that's why I'm asking the question, because if it's on the personal side, it's a lot easier because it's not as difficult, and then your managers. But I guess it makes sense because it's really personalized to your audiences. So the more you have friends, and followers, and by the way,
from the personal page, you can be sending them, "Hey, check out my business page, check out my Facebook group, and once you start a conversation or once it's appropriate to send them a link to something else, and so that works really, really well for a lot of people. And very affordable. So like I said, with Automation Booster, you get the whole kit and caboodle for $97 a month. So
especially for a business. I mean, if you're on a business, that's pretty affordable. I mean, that's not even going to buy. I don't know what you can buy for $97 these days as a business. It's just everything is expensive. So it's very affordable, and certainly for the tools that you have at your hand and what you can do with them, it's beats anything that you can buy as a giveaway. I mean, if you buy something, a gift certificate of $100 in American Express, you're already there.
Exactly.
And it's not going to work for you. I mean, this is like multiple, and you can do a lot more and promote better. So, well, Marco, we're at the top of the hour here. So it's been real. I had a pleasure, had fun. I've learned a lot, and I hope that our audiences today can benefit from this. If you're out there, entertainment business, you're in business, small, different size, doesn't matter. Take advantage of this worldwide. You're welcome. As this is not limited to the States. Hey, take advantage. I'll have the actual links of the sites that you just mentioned into the description of the show, so people can actually link up directly, and hopefully they can you can connect with the company and make it happen. You got to benefit from it, no doubt.
Thank you very much, guys. So marketingboostsolutions.com. Thank you very much.
That's easy. All right, folks, I hope you enjoyed this particular show, and a lot of good insights here. So we'll be talking soon. New day, new show, new topic, new guest. Bye for now.